Los Angeles, 1980, a city shimmering with promise, a beacon for dreamers and starlets. Palm trees swayed against the backdrop of the Hollywood sign, a symbol of ambition and allure. Yet beneath the glitz and glamour, a darkness lurked. Tragedy could strike as swiftly as fame, leaving behind shattered lives and unanswered questions. In this city of contrasts, Dorothy Stratten's star ascended, only to be extinguished too soon. Discovered while working at a Dairy Queen in Vancouver, Dorothy's life took an unexpected turn. She was thrust into the world of modeling, her image gracing the pages of magazines. Los Angeles welcomed Dorothy with open arms, its allure proving irresistible. Yet amidst the dazzling lights and seductive charm of Hollywood, danger lurked in the shadows. Dorothy Stratten's journey from small-town girl to Hollywood starlet was a captivating ascent. Paul Snyder, a man with a keen eye for beauty and a hunger for control, discovered Dorothy and saw in her a ticket to fame and fortune. Snyder, a promoter and hustler, recognized Dorothy's potential and wasted no time in molding her image. He introduced her to the world of modeling, securing her photo shoots and promoting her as a fresh face with undeniable appeal. Dorothy, young and impressionable, was drawn to Snyder's confidence and promises of stardom. Under Snyder's guidance, Dorothy's career skyrocketed. She graced the pages of Playboy magazine, her natural beauty and captivating charm captivating readers. In 1980, she achieved the pinnacle of success in the world of Playboy, becoming Playmate of the Year. However, the man who had been instrumental in her rise to fame would also play a pivotal role in her tragic downfall. Paul Snyder's influence on Dorothy Stratten's life was profound and ultimately destructive. He was a man driven by ambition, fueled by a desire for control and a dangerous possessiveness. Snyder saw Dorothy as his creation, his ticket to wealth and recognition. He tightly controlled her career, her finances, and her every move. As Dorothy's fame grew, so too did Snyder's jealousy and possessiveness. He became increasingly controlling, monitoring her phone calls, dictating her schedule, and attempting to isolate her from anyone he perceived as a threat. Dorothy found herself trapped in a web of manipulation and abuse, her once bright spirit slowly dimming under Snyder's oppressive shadow. Her friends and colleagues noticed a change in her demeanor, a growing sadness behind her once radiant smile. The toxic relationship between Dorothy and Snyder cast a dark cloud over her burgeoning career. The news of Dorothy Stratten's death sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond. On August 14, 1980, at the tender age of 20, the promising starlet was found dead in her Los Angeles home. Dorothy had been fatally shot, her life cut tragically short in an act of violence that shook the entertainment industry to its core. She had been killed by Paul Snyder, the man who had claimed to love her, the one who had vowed to protect her. Driven by jealousy and rage, Snyder took Dorothy's life before turning the gun on himself. The murder-suicide sent a chill through Hollywood, exposing the dark underbelly of fame and the devastating consequences of obsession. Dorothy's death left a void in the hearts of those who knew and loved her. The world mourned the loss of a young woman whose star had shone so brightly, only to be extinguished in a horrifying act of violence. The tragic death of Dorothy Stratten sent ripples of shock and grief throughout Hollywood. The entertainment industry mourned the loss of a rising star, her potential forever unrealized. Dorothy's murder, a stark reminder of the dark side of fame, sparked conversations about the pressures faced by young actresses and the dangers of toxic relationships. The media frenzy surrounding the murder-suicide brought the issue of domestic violence to the forefront, prompting discussions about the warning signs and the need for support systems for victims. Dorothy's story became a tragic reminder of the often hidden dangers women face. Even in the glamorous world of Hollywood, friends, colleagues, and industry insiders were left grappling with the knowledge that someone they knew had been suffering in silence. The tragedy highlighted the importance of recognizing the signs of domestic abuse and the need for intervention. Dorothy's story served as a tragic reminder that behind the glitz and glamour, Hollywood was not immune to the dark realities of violence and abuse. The industry, forced to confront its own complicity, grappled with how to prevent such tragedies in the future. Peter Bogdanovich, the renowned director who fell deeply in love with Dorothy Stratten, was left devastated by her murder. He had cast her in his film They All Laughed, and their professional relationship blossomed into a passionate love affair. Bogdanovich was captivated by Dorothy's beauty, innocence, and her genuine spirit. He saw in her a muse, a source of inspiration, and a love that he believed would last a lifetime. The news of Dorothy's death shattered Bogdanovich. He was overwhelmed by grief, struggling to come to terms with the senseless loss of the woman he loved. The public, however, was divided in its response to his grief. Some sympathized with the director, recognizing the depth of his love for Dorothy. Others criticized his relationship with the young actress, questioning the power dynamics at play and the ethics of their involvement. The tragedy left an indelible mark on Bogdanovich, casting a long shadow over his life and career. Dorothy Stratten's tragic story serves as a cautionary tale about the seductive but often cruel nature of fame. Thrust into the limelight at a young age, Dorothy experienced both the allure and the dangers of Hollywood. She navigated a world of glamour and opportunity, her beauty opening doors to a life she could only have dreamed of. Yet fame came at a steep price, exposing her to exploitation, manipulation, and ultimately, violence. The entertainment industry, with its dazzling lights and promises of stardom, can be a seductive trap. Young and vulnerable, Dorothy was ill-equipped to handle the pressures and temptations that came with her newfound fame. She was surrounded by people eager to capitalize on her beauty and talent, some with her best interests at heart, others driven by greed and a desire for control. Dorothy, swept up in the whirlwind of Hollywood, became a commodity, her image and her life no longer entirely her own. Despite the tragic end to her story, Dorothy Stratten should be remembered for more than just her tragic fate. She was a young woman of remarkable beauty, kindness, and a genuine sweetness that shone through in her interactions with others. Those who knew her personally spoke of her warmth, her infectious laughter, and her genuine desire to connect with people on a deeper level. Dorothy possessed a light that transcended her physical beauty, a radiance that captivated the hearts of those fortunate enough to know her. Beyond her modeling career, Dorothy harbored aspirations of becoming an actress. She possessed a natural talent and a desire to challenge herself creatively. Her role in Peter Bogdanovich's film They All Laughed showcased her acting abilities and hinted at the promising career that lay ahead. Though her time on screen was cut tragically short, Dorothy's talent and potential were undeniable. She had a presence that commanded attention, a natural charisma that drew audiences in. Dorothy Stratten's legacy, though forever intertwined with tragedy, also serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need for awareness and action against domestic violence. Her story highlights the insidious nature of abuse, often hidden behind closed doors and masked by charm and manipulation. Dorothy's experience underscores the importance of recognizing the warning signs of an unhealthy relationship and the crucial role of support systems for victims. The circumstances surrounding Dorothy's death sparked conversations about the responsibility of those in positions of power to protect vulnerable individuals. Her story prompted calls for greater accountability within the entertainment industry, urging those in positions of influence to recognize and address situations where young actresses might be susceptible to exploitation or abuse. Dorothy's legacy fueled a movement advocating for safer working environments and greater support for victims of domestic violence. The tragic loss of Dorothy Stratten ignited a conversation that continues to resonate today. Her story serves as a reminder that domestic violence can affect anyone, regardless of their age, profession, or social standing. Dorothy Stratten's story serves as a cautionary tale about the allure and the underbelly of Hollywood, a place where dreams can soar and be crushed in the blink of an eye. Her journey from small-town girl to Playboy playmate to tragic victim exposes the darker side of fame, the pressures, the exploitation, and the ever-present potential for tragedy. Dorothy's story reminds us that behind the glitz and glamour, the city of angels can be a treacherous landscape. Hollywood, with its promise of fame and fortune, attracts dreamers from all walks of life. Yet this world of red carpets and dazzling lights often masks a darker reality. The pressure to succeed, the constant scrutiny of the public eye, and the relentless pursuit of youth and beauty can take a toll on even the strongest individuals. Dorothy Stratten's story serves as a reminder that not everyone emerges from the Hollywood machine unscathed. Her story prompts us to look beyond the facade of glamour and recognize the vulnerability of those who strive for stardom.